Hi, I'm James Wiebe with CRU. Today I want to show you a couple of exciting new features on Ditto, our forensic field station. We're going to take a look at this particular Ditto. We're going to see that we've selected an action of logically imaging of the hard drive, and from that we want to create an LO1 file, and from that we want to take a look at just those files that have media on them. So we're going to go ahead and select partition 1, which happens to be a Mac partition, although we could just as easily have selected a PC or a Linux partition. And we're going to ask the Ditto to do an image. So I started up, and in just a few seconds we're going to have a complete logical image LO1 file with just media files that are contained within it. So it only took us about 10 seconds to do this particular operation. We didn't have to do a physical image of the entire hard drive, nor did we have to do a logical image of the entire partition. All we had to do was to have Ditto go and find those files that had the characteristics that we were looking for. We can now go in and take a look at the output. It's contained within our reports. On the report log within Ditto, you can export it, you can capture it, you can do whatever you want with it. There it is. Okay, so the next piece of the puzzle is, what if we wanted to just get a list of those particular files rather than doing a logical image? From the menu, instead of selecting an LO1, we can select a list, and from the menu we can go in and select the same type of search. One of the reasons that we might want to do that is because we're interested in just image files, for instance JPEGs, and then on top of that we're interested in finding files that have an incorrect file extension. As an example, a JPEG file that's been renamed to something else in order to hide it. We can do that with this functionality. Let's go ahead and click the I button over here. And we see in this case we're looking for all the media files. So we certainly have JPEGs, they're down here, MP4s and so forth. So we've got those things. We know that the bad guys have been capturing those kinds of files and then changing them so that we can't find them on their hard drive as easily. Well, with this particular function, we can go in there and actually look at a list of the files and just find all of the files plus the ones that have an extension mismatch. In this case, my search only resulted in 5 files, but we see of those 5 files, 3 of them have file extension mismatches where the MIME type doesn't match with the file extension. And since we're looking right now perhaps for child pornography, we see we've got an image file here and someone has renamed it to a flash video file over here. That's a problem, or I should say that's an opportunity for us in our investigation. We can drill right to this particular file and have a look at it and see what's going on. One other feature that I wanted to show is that these kinds of file definitions are set not only by us in our firmware, but by you. Back to this logical imaging, we see that we've got all of these different drop-down options. But this last drop-down option over here is one that we've created and put on the SD card. Once again, I'm going to open it up. We see that it's an XML file. We defined it, and it's just a list of all of the things that are interesting to us. Now, you're a forensic investigator. We don't know what kind of investigations you're doing, so you get to define whatever you want and put it on the SD card. I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I'm going to show you some more examples off of the other Ditto that's in the other room. We're back over here. We've selected logical imaging as our action to perform. We've selected the list function again, and we're going to select this. And in this case, we see that there's about 15 to 20 different individual definitions that we've created on our own. We've created one where we can go in and find just SimCity files. We've created one where we can go in and just find users media, except media that's public. All of this is done in such a way so that when we open it up, we can find exactly what's in there. It all makes sense, it's easy to do, and it substantially extends the power of Ditto for the forensic investigator. In conclusion, we've created this feature that allows you to select just the types of files that are of interest to you. We've made it template driven so that it's very easy to do, and we've provided you with the ability for you to do it on your own Ditto. And finally, like all of our software enhancements, this particular upgrade is free. Everyone who has a Ditto can upgrade and use it. We look forward to your feedback. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.